Set up Windows XP again for beginners. Typically, resolving Windows-related problems is possible by mere troubleshooting. However, there are times when no matter how hard you try, the problem simply cannot be fixed. It is much easier to just wipe out the entire thing and just reinstall the operating system and add the necessary application software one by one. Starting from scratch is fairly easy but must be executed correctly. This article will guide you in setting up Windows XP again onto your computer. Make a copy of all your important files. If there are any critical documents, significant pictures, or videos saved in your desktop computer or laptop, make sure that you save a copy of these in a memory stick, a compact disc, or in a separate partition. All the files in your hard drive will be erased and will be very difficult to retrieve. Prepare the copies of the installers and driver software that you will need for your computer. Have the Microsoft Windows XP installer ready. Prepare also the drivers for your hardware like the monitor, printer, mouse, etc. You will also need to secure a copy of the installers of the software which you will use for word processing, multimedia editing, and creation, and any other functions that you need to be able to do with your computer. Most of these could be found in your recovery disk, but it could be more convenient for you to just search through the internet and download the latest versions of the drivers that you will need. Boot from your Microsoft Windows XP CD. Insert the Windows XP CD into the disk drive of your computer and turn on the unit. The computer should detect the CD automatically and flash a message prompting you to press any key. You will see a black screen as it inspects your unit's hardware configuration. Begin setting up the Windows XP. After the setup has inspected the configuration, you will be prompted to press the F6 key in order to install the RAID driver. This should be included when you purchased the computer. Press S in order to install any additional devices. Insert the RAID driver, then hit the Enter key. You will be supplied with a selection for your hard disk drive. Scroll down to your correct driver, then press Enter again. The setup screen for Windows XP will now be shown. Just press Enter to continue with the new installation. At the licensing agreement page, press the F8 key. Choose the partition where your Windows XP will be installed. The next few steps will help you select in which partition you want to set up the Windows XP. You can install the operating system on one drive by simply pressing Enter. You can also opt to store just the operating system and other applications on one drive and all the data in another. This way, if anything goes wrong with the Windows XP install, the partition containing data will not be affected. To create two partitions, press C. The setup screen will prompt you to enter the size of the hard drive that you want to allocate for one partition. Once you have selected how many megabytes, just select the remaining space for the other partition. You will now see that the first partition has been assigned as the C drive. The other will be E-format the newly created partitions. Go to the C drive and hit Enter. The screen will indicate that the selected partition is not yet formatted. You will be given choices of file systems. Select the NTFS system because it supports bigger files and drive sizes as well as offers more security features. Press Enter. This step should take about 30 minutes. Enter the necessary information asked for in the Setup Wizard screens. After formatting, your computer will restart. Keep the OS installer CD in the drive but don't press any key. After a few seconds, the Setup Wizard will be launched and will ask you to enter some information about the unit. Once you have provided the region, language, your name, and specific organization, product key, computer name, and password for the administrator. For settings, just select the typical options and press Enter. Let the computer restart whenever it needs. Now that you have successfully installed the Windows XP again, it is advisable to download and install effective antivirus software immediately. This will protect your computer from any virus and spyware that could damage your important files and your computer unit. Failing to protect your computer from such infections can result to having to reinstall the operating system yet again.